Hello and welcome to another edition of BuzzFeed Unsolved Postmortem, a show where we answer your most pressing questions about the most recent episode of BuzzFeed Unsolved, which was the 8-Day Bride. All the questions we're answering today came from you guys via our BuzzFeed Unsolved Facebook page and our BuzzFeed Unsolved Instagram page. And today we're also going to answer some questions from the YouTube video on our new network, which you can see the link to right here, the BuzzFeed Unsolved network.
What's this special occasion?
I just decided it'd be cool to start answering questions from YouTube.
Oh,
It's
okay.
an arbitrary decision that I just made.
All right, let's get to these questions, Ryan.
Yeah. Let's get to some questions. You know what? Why don't we start off at YouTube? For Shane and Ryan, would you rather never sigh again or never wheeze again? You know,
That's a good cue.
it's a good cue, right?
I think the wheeze is more of a byproduct of laughter. You know, I mean, sometimes you have
Yeah.
a full-bodied laugh, a nice robust
Yeah. Okay,
No
one laughs
wheezes
like
there.
a sailor. I don't laugh like that. You don't laugh like that either. I think you wish you laughed like that.
What's my real laugh like? Is it more rat-like? Is it sort of like?
No, you don't do that either. Try your best to give,
Like a real laugh?
let's say like I just told a bad joke and you're
Okay.
giving me a pity laugh, but you need it to come off as genuine.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just say,
At least give me a fake punchline.
what did Mark Twain name his son?
I don't know.
Choo Choo Twain.
That's actually funny.
It's pretty good, right? Man, I just can't help it sometimes. I'm too funny, you know?
Choo Choo Twin. Who would name their son Choo Choo?
Mark would. Marky boy.
That's not fake. That's real. And it was all wheeze. That was a lot of wheezing.
There you go. I guess you would rather never sigh. Sighing is like never associated with good feelings, right? No one
Yeah,
sighs.
but I
because
like
they're-
to sigh. Sighing it really relieves a lot of.
Sighing is so passive aggressive to me. Like it's like letting someone know you're angry without. Yeah. Is there a problem? Then you probably go no. Yeah. Why don't we go to Facebook? This is from Lexi Bernard. It's a little bit long. I am not convinced the apparent suicide letters were written by Christina. To this day, handwriting analysis is not a strong enough single evidence to hold in trial because of its shortcomings. Graphology in 1945 is also nothing like it is today. It has also been proved that using drugs can greatly impact someone's writing, so the fact that they didn't find any anomalies in her last note leads me to believe it was not written by her. Ryan, can you speak a little more to this? What are your feelings on handwriting analysis and graphology in investigations? Maybe even the John Bonet case. Shane, I don't trust your opinion. It's good.
That's fair.
It's good. That's actually something I wondered as well, because obviously it wasn't enough to, make her guilty. They had these letters obviously in trial.
Yeah.
Because I think it's pretty clearly laid out in the letters what her intentions were, but the fact that she wasn't then indicted means that that wasn't enough. Handwriting has always been a shaky proposition for me, just because I don't want to undermine the profession of a bunch of people out there, but I don't understand how handwriting analysis could be considered concrete, because someone could, do some wacky things, right? I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
that's true.
I'm not educated enough in it to know that, but it's shaky to me.
Probably harder to analyze handwriting if it's someone distinctly trying to imitate someone else or trying to not be caught. It's more for like, oh, yes, this is a person writing in their natural handwriting. Let's see if this matches with something else.
Well, in a case like this, I mean, it is important because you remove those letters from this crime scene, it instantly makes Ronald and Jack look way more suspicious in my mind.
Yeah.
And since this looks like something that could have been a premeditated murder, obviously he would have taken the time to study her handwriting, write the letters himself.
True.
And that's why he then saved those letters from the burning building, which was already a weird thing to do, in my opinion, for him to be thinking that far ahead. So I don't know. I mean, I definitely think it's weird that that the letters were so, I guess, readily accepted that they were from Christina. I'm not even sure if they were. I agree with you. I'm not sure if she actually wrote them.
Here's from Grahamtown. Anax Berserk. Okay, postmortem. How the fuck did she drown in 9 inches of water? It's pretty hard to drown oneself, but in 9 inches of water? I think that'd be pretty much impossible. Normally your survival instinct kicks in and you try to get to the surface, except if she was unconscious or hyperventilating maybe. IDK, hashtag Shaniac, love you too, Ryan, hashtag Guitar Bergara. If you're passed out, and you pass out into 9 inches of water, you can drown, right?
You'd have to be pretty inebriated, right? Like if she was really whacked out from the codeine, maybe that wouldn't be enough to wake her up. How many people drown all the time because they're too drunk? Whether or not the depth of the water doesn't really come into play.
I think you can drown in like 2 inches of water or something.
It's weird because obviously like all you have to do is roll over, but if you're so fucked up, you're just blacked out.
Yeah.
I think it's enough. And I think if you were out of it enough, you could drown in 9 inches of water. Suspicious, yes.
Unheard of? No.
No, yeah. I don't think it's completely implausible.
It's like those people who fall asleep with cigarettes in their mouth and then they set on fire. It's like, what do you like? Oh no, I'm on fire. My shirt's on fire. Better put that out. Let's go back to YouTube.
Yeah, I'll go to YouTube here. This comes from Colette Hins. Just a thought, could the cops have called Ronald's statement fantastic in the sense of the word meaning fantasy?
That actually probably makes sense.
That probably makes way more sense than what we were thinking in the episode.
Oh, perfect.
Fantastical explanation.
Yeah, fantastic as in, this guy's a Looney Tune.
Yeah, that makes so much more sense. I was imagining them getting autographs in the room.
Yeah, this just needs a forward, as a lot of the Instagram posts will be like, hey, does anyone have questions for the postmortem? Anyway, here's one from HDad Cryptid. He says, yeah, I got one. What the fuck?
Agreed. Agreed.
Is that just about the episode in general?
I mean, here's the thing. This got cut out of the episode, but we had complained that the jury seemed to kind of just see all the details of the case and go, fucking weird, man.
It's a weird one.
I don't know. When's lunch?
Yeah.
And we chastised them a little bit because we were like, what's up with this jury? It's your job as people of the court in that moment to make a judgment call, and you just threw your hands up to the palms up to the ceiling and went, I don't know. But we did the exact same thing at the end because when you put all the pieces together, this jigsaw puzzle doesn't fit. It's wacky. I don't know why I said it like.
Yeah, what are you trying to? It's wacky.
I don't know why I said it like Chris Walken. It's wacky. It's wacky. Puzzle doesn't fit.
Ow.
Wacky.
Ow.
Wow, stranded in the courtroom. Gina Wilder for Postmortem. You don't think, I can't speak today. You don't think Ronald did it himself? What's to say he didn't? Maybe he felt threatened by Christina. She probably made it easy for him to cover it up by all the suicide notes. Jack probably figured it out afterwards and didn't want to turn his lover in. Ronald seems like someone who could have done it. If it is one person, it's either him, Ronald, or Christina. Ronald just because he was conscious the entire time.
Yeah.
Christina, obviously because of the letters. But Ronald seems like maybe someone that could have planned this all. He also did have different accounts of the story. His story changed.
Yeah, that's no
But
good.
that's just according to the newspaper. One newspaper said that he changed his story. I couldn't find any other.
It's weird that he didn't follow up on that. Ask the newspaper, hey, why'd you write that?
Sometimes you need to sell those papers.
Well, I mean, not if you're a good journalist, you wouldn't do that.
Well, I mean, not everyone's a good journalist.
Try harder.
Yeah, I think it's possible that he could have done this all himself. He could have planned everything, and Jack could have just been a passenger along for the ride on a crazy little trip that he didn't know he was on.
Shouldn't have gone on that trip.
I mean, it was a honeymoon. Also, don't invite your best friend to your honeymoon. What are you doing?
I saw a lot of people in the comments proposing they were just polyamorous. But even then, if it's a polyamorous relationship, why let two of those people get married? I get maybe tax benefits, but...
Well, also, I guess you couldn't, it would be...
I'd be like, marry me!
Well, it'd be frowned upon back then for two guys to get married. I don't think it's...
Yeah, but why are any of them getting married?
I guess to cover up? But that would be...
Well, they're obviously not covering it up that much if he's going on the honeymoon.
Well, also, like, if it were to... well, also, she would have to know explicitly that they were, in fact, in a relationship. Ronnie and Jack. Because that would then qualify as a polyamorous relationship, where Jack then has two different partners.
Yeah.
But she seems like she was theorizing.
Yeah, she seems like she doesn't know.
So that's not really polyamorous.
Unless she was just trying to cover it up.
Good old-fashioned cheating.
Yeah. It's very curious. You picked a good one, Ryan.
Thanks, man.
Let's go back to Grimetown. This is from Retro Kisser. Are you guys cat people or dog people?
Dog.
a bird person. Let's go back to Facebook.
Let's see. Ryan, how the hell do you almost burn down your apartment making cheesy bread?
Yeah, what's this cheesy bread you're making?
Well, I was making I had cheese, grated cheese.
I got that part.
On top of a French bread.
French bread.
And I put it in the oven. And then I started to make pasta. But
notoriously difficult pasta.
Well, I read the instructions wrong. I put 2 tablespoons of salt instead of 2 teaspoons.
Very salty pasta.
And I was thinking by the time I have this pasta done, the bread will be done.
Yeah.
And then I fucked up the pasta and I was like, fuck, I gotta remake the pasta. Forgot completely about the cheesy bread.
Uh-oh.
I'm also not a great multitasker. This is one of my issues.
Yeah.
And
this is one of my issues. I have it on a list.
Yeah, I have plenty. I have a laundry list of issues. Multitasking is near the top. And then I realized, uh-oh, there's smoke coming out of the oven. Better clean that up before my apartment catches on fire.
Yeah.
And that's the story of the cheesy bread.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Grahamtown. What's the hardest, this is from Isabel XYZ. What's the hardest part of gathering sources that are credible? Love you, Shane. You too, Ryan. Do you have an issue with that? Because it seems like a lot of the places you tend to scour online are full of insane people.
I do a mix.
Yeah.
I get sources that are from, national publications. I do articles that are from a guy on a MacBook somewhere. You got to mix it up. And it helps you.
How often would you say you put forth stuff to our crack research team, who are all incredible?
Yeah.
How often do you put stuff to them and say, how about this? And they go, oh, no.
Yeah, where the research team is the one giving me the majority of the national publications, the ones that are legit sources. Yeah. And I'm doing.
And then you throw balls of shit at them.
Yeah. I take literal balls of shit at them. I throw it at them, and once it hits contact, then I go check out this source, because then by comparison, it's not that bad. It's I got shit on me. Here's a shitty source.
Yeah.
It's a fun play on words. Sorry, I had to burp. Yeah. You got to have a good mix.
Yeah.
Everything's about balance.
Yeah.
This comes from Caitlin Pollock. Hi, sisters. I think we're the sisters.
Oh. All
right. So the postmortem. All right. So the postmortem comes out on my birthday, and if you answered my question, it would be the best birthday present ever. My question is, a fuck, marry, kill. Goatman, Mothman, Bigfoot. Thanks so much.
Okay.
First off, happy birthday. Demented question you got there. I'll toss it over to you first.
This is okay. I think I got this. Okay. I think this is an easy choice for me.
It seemed easy now, but actually, now that I think about it, you go first.
Fuck the goat man. I stole his bridge.
You should.
He already doesn't like me.
You already fucked him metaphorically. You might as well fuck him.
I've already done it.
You've already fucked him hard.
Marry Bigfoot.
Interesting.
Yeah, easy. Marry Bigfoot, obviously. Bigfoot's out there in the woods, appreciates nature. I could just have a nice cabin. Kill Mothman, hands down.
Why?
Because Mothman, what is Mothman contributing to the world?
Lots of things. Mischief.
Like what? Mischief?
I think I would kill Goatman because he's a demon, and demons suck.
Sure.
And, like you said, we already stole his bridge, so why does he have him, why should he even be around? He's nothing to guard, so just kill him. I would, this is tough.
Are you gonna kill Bigfoot?
I'd kill Goatman. I think I'd fuck Bigfoot.
Fuck Bigfoot.
Just because he seems like a fun guy, but I don't know if I want to spend a lot.
That's your excuse.
I don't want to spend a lot of time. I don't want to spend a
him.
lot of time with him. Mothman seems like someone who I could spend a lifetime with.
Do you just want this for
I'm
travel
break it down.
reasons?
Travel. He's an interdimensional being.
He just grabs you by the shoulders and takes you to.
Yeah, he could give me massages while he takes me through Cabo, and he could take me to Europe.
Yeah.
Also, number 2, he's got a rockin' bod.
He does have a hell of an ass.
He's got strong glutes and a six-pack and a Batman utility suit.
Yeah.
And 3, I could travel through dimensions.
This is alleged that he travels through.
It seems like he could.
What, you want to go to other dimensions?
Yeah, we could be like.
Sometimes that happens in Lovecraft stories, and people, as soon as they get into the other dimension, they just go insane because.
HP's got a bunch of weird delusions of grandeur.
He's got a lot going on.
Yeah, but I will. Yeah, I think I'd hop on Mothman for life, and I'd ride around. I'd ride around on his little wings.
He's like Falcor?
Yeah.
What's coming up this week, Ryan?
This week is a case that's been requested quite a bit.
Yeah?
It's an escape from reality.
breakout episode of the season.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's good, yeah. Yeah, okay, that does it for this episode of BuzzFeed Unsolved Postmortem. Make sure you watch the episode this Friday and then send in your questions to the BuzzFeed Unsolved Facebook page, the BuzzFeed Unsolved Instagram page, or you could comment on the video directly.
Comment on YouTube!
On the brand new BuzzFeed Unsolved network, which if you haven't, subscribe to by clicking this link.
I don't know why I sounded like Julia Childs when I said comments.
I
said comments on YouTube.
No. You had Mrs. Doubtfire vibes to that too.
Woohoo! All right, our weekly Q&A concluded. I now welcome you to the part of the show we call the Hot Dogga, a hot dog saga commissioned by Ryan Stephen Vergara, written by me and adored by every single viewer. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my apple taters. Wakey, wakey, you're in Spacey. Gene.
God, unforgivable start.
Gene, who is French fries, and Mike Soup awaken on the bridge of the Persica to the sight of Garce standing over them. Hey, where are we? Oh, wait, yes, I remember now. We were drugged. I feel weak. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. You're just gonna have to do whatever I say. Pop's in the pocket of the big old mean guy. Not much we can do about it.
I mean, I know I'm just French fries, but I think you could maybe choose not to be complicit in the destruction of the universe.
He's got a point, you patsy scuzzball. Oh, whoa, harsh vibes, man. Look, who can say how the Dark Master's mind works? All we know is he's currently devouring the universe and has asked that you be delivered to the Space Buffet Resort here at the Ohyan Station. I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm sure I'll kill you with my hat as soon as I regain my soup strength. Sure you will.
There's no way you could possibly enjoy this, TJ, right?
I love it.
Thanks, Tej.
He said that there is no genuine emotion in his face
He
when
loves
he said
it.
that. There is no genuine emotion. No.
I love it.
Oh yeah, that really, you sold that one.
That's good.
Everyone's gonna believe that. I love it.
I'm sure I'll kill you with my hat as soon as I regain my soup strength. Haha, sure you will, Dingbat? Excuse me, that was weird. Anyway, look alive, folks, we're here. Cut to the Ohyan Station arrival dock. It is expansive, teeming with activity, basically like the hangar of the Death Star, except more vacation-y, and probably not as cool looking because we don't have the means to animate something so huge. As new arrivals and resort employees zip past, the Persica's boarding ramp lowers with a pneumatic roar. The party exits with Garce leading the pack, and they're met by a very ornate man who is buns, lettuce, tomatoes, meat, pickles, and various condiments, all stacked. Greetings, my esteemed guests. It is I, Weldon Bergeron, most exhilarated by your arrival. Oh, hey, what's the... Look, we don't really need all the fanfare here. Ha ha ha! Nonsense, lad! I received word from a mysterious, anonymous, borderline ominous source that this ship was carrying some very juicy VIPs, or JVIPs as we call them. And as the owner and proprietor of this luxury resort destination, it is my duty, honor, and absolute pleasure to personally welcome you to the Ohyan Station Space Buffet, where dreams come true and hot tubs too.
Christ, take a breath. There's a vein coming out of your throat. That was...
Oh, well, great.
It's a good turning red.
It's a good vibe you've got, really great. But we'll just head to our rooms if that's all right.
Get my hat.
The blue one is a rip-roaring stitch-up. You other lads have anything to say, or is this a tandem ventriloquist act? They're just here to enjoy their vacation is all. Isn't that right?
What kind of log?
Yep, just here for a little R&R.
Log.
Exactly right. We've had a stressful week. Oh, well then, haven't you come to exactly the right place? Here we encourage you to check your worries at the door. Sliders, initiate the orientation fields. Weldon's assistants, who are tiny burgers, enter and flip some knobs on the nearby panel as large machines swing over the heads of the arriving party. They whir to life as they begin to emit a soothing pink light.
What's happening?
Yeah, this isn't cool, my dude, ethically, I think. Oh, your apprehension and confusion is both typical and, might I say, very responsible. But this is simply a courtesy, nay, luxury, that we provide all incoming guests. And I assure you, this is a perfectly natural process that has been medically tested on chicken nuggets. Look, you pile, none of us agreed to this, and if you don't stop this instant, I'm gonna hug you.
Yeah, you lovely, kind, good man.
Ah, see, now you see how my technology works. It takes all your worries, all that negative energy, that darkness, and it makes it little worries now. And aren't we all feeling better, happier, ready to relax in this luxury resort destination?
How could this possibly still be going?
The pink light intensifies as the orientation process completes, leaving Garth, Gene, and Mike transformed, tranquil, ready to relax. The beams fade and the machines retract. Whoa, I feel like I just napped for 1,000 years. I feel like a happy sunshine person who always wins.
I feel as critically acclaimed as I always do, which is the most.
Capital! This is what we aim for. Now, who's ready for a tour of the resort? There's much to see, my JVIPs.
You're letting this happen.
Why don't we start at the universe-renowned Zero-G Lazy River? Oh my God, hell yes.
I call dibs on the chubbiest inner tube.
This is gonna be the best vacation ever. The group rushes off to explore the resort.
Meanwhile, in the Ohyan Station Command Center, a slider flags down her supervisor.
This is what it looks like to have to listen to this
sir?
from my perspective.
What you got for me,
No
Charlotte?
animations. Just
Scanners are picking up some kind of colossal anomaly that appears to be consuming all matter in its path. Based on its current track and speed, it's set to collide with our station in a matter of days.
A little worried about that? Not too worried.
Yeah, I'm not too worried.
Well, let's keep an eye on it. Like I said, I'm not too worried. Will the gang enjoy the lazy river? What nefarious
Thank
plans
the
does the
fucking
Dark
Lord.
Master have in store? Will Maisie and Gundus make it to the Ohyan Station in time to sort this all out? And is Lil Pam okay? Find out next week on the Hot Dogga Showdown at the Space Buffet.
Jesus Christ. That spit came out of your mouth.
I had to give it all. I had to give it all. I had to give it my all.
You're like that weird aquatic leader that in the fucking shitty prequels, the Star Wars prequels, the guy that.